Here she is. I had a request of showing how to make the sign I made, and so I'm going to show you how you can make a sign using a piece of paper that you just printed. You make you an image, print it off on your printer. But here's the thing. You want to make sure that you reverse your image. I didn't do that on this. But here we go. Here's a reversed image. And I'm going to make a sign for my booth. I need to make a few, but tonight we're just going to do one. So I have my image printed. And I bought this at the Dollar General, I think it was. It's just Art Skill Decoupage. Don't know how it's going to work. They didn't have any Mod Podge. I always call it Mod Podge. It's Mod Podge. But you can also use glue. I'm out of glue. So let's try this. That's a fail. My last attempt I showed you did not work. So I washed the paper off this board, and now I am just painting it with some antique white acrylic paint. Just kind of a messy job. I've got some on there, and then I was like, oh, I guess I could show this. I'm just outside. It's like 90 degrees out. I thought, well, it should dry fast. This is old paint. It's leaving little crumbs everywhere. But we'll do that. We'll let it dry, and then I will get the Mod Podge. I bought some of the Mod Podge matte. This is what I used, and it didn't work. So I'm going to say that the gloss, and it might just be this brand, doesn't work. So I'm going to say this didn't work, just to give you a heads up. This usually works. So we'll give it a try, and I'll give you my honest review, and you'll see the results. Here it is in reverse, because we will put this side down. This one I went ahead and printed in color. I have no idea if this is going to work. I was confident that it would, and then it didn't, so now I'm like, I don't know. But let's give it a try. So I am just going to go ahead and put the Mod Podge on the paper. And I'm going to smooth it all out. And then I'm going to put it on the board. So let me do that. Okay, it's all over the paper. Now I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to line it up the best I can on here. And I'm going to smooth it out. Okay, well, we'll see. It's pretty wrinkled, but I don't really want perfection anyway. So we'll see. Tomorrow night we will remove the paper with a wet cloth, and we'll see what's left behind. Fingers crossed, you guys. Fingers crossed. Meet you here tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
Okay, guys, I don't know. I don't know. Let's just kind of see. Just using a wet cloth. Well, kind of, maybe. Oh yeah, that's working. It is. It is. It's working. You see how that's taken the paper off and then the image is left behind? The ink. All right. Yay. So, use the Mod Podge. Don't use the other stuff. The other stuff did not work one bit. Well, that makes me happy. Okay, I won't bore you with the rest of that. Okay, I got all the paper removed, and this is what we have left. I'm going to let that dry because it is damp from the water, and then I'm going to dry brush it with a little bit of either black or brown. I haven't decided yet, but I think it transferred pretty well. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, I'm going to let it dry. Okay, I'm going to dry brush some of this earth brown on there. So I've just dabbed some on, or squirted some on here, and I'm going to dip my brush like that. And now, let's see, try to show you. Excuse all the junk in the background. Pretty much what I'm going to do all around the edges. And I lost my paper. I lost it. Okay, hold on. I'm not in frame. I'm so sorry. I really need a better setup here to show you how to do things like this, but it's not like I'm going to do a lot of tutorials, so I'm sure there's a better tutorial out there than what I'm showing. Alright, I'm getting some more paint on my paper towel. Just doing the edges. See how that's looking? I think it's looking pretty good. Yep, I'm liking it. I really am. I think it's turning out just fine. And I think we're going to call it good. Very shortly. And if you don't like any of that, you can always take sandpaper to it, which I might show you here in a sec. Just for fun. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. I have got some P60 sandpaper. See if I can get this in screen here, or in frame, I should say. It's probably not dry enough. Really, I don't want to take much off. Just do it to your desired look. Okay, do this edge just a little. Okay, now, okay, I know I said don't use this, but I think it'll be okay for the top, just not to make the ink stick to the board. Hopefully, it'll be fine. We'll find out. So we're just putting it on to seal this. So it will last for a little while. And that'll be it. We'll let it dry. And then I will take it to the booth this weekend. But I think it's pretty dang cute, if I do say so myself. Alright, here is that other sign that I made. I really beat this one up. I really beat it up. I used a hammer and I used a metal an awl, like a pokey thing. I used just anything I could find to make dents and holes and just really rough it up. So that was kind of fun, making it look old like that, because it's just a piece of that plywood. And I printed off, what I wanted. And did the same thing I just showed you with my Pummel's Antiquity sign that I'll be putting in my booth for advertising. So you can make one of these very easily. Save you a little money maybe on a little decorating. And it's fun. And you can make them for gifts, or you could sell them. Tell me what you think, you guys. I'd love to hear from you. Here she is. Well, here they are. I think they turned out pretty good. Not a lot invested, just a little effort. Let me put this down. I've got quite the shadow. What do you guys think?
Oh yes, I really love it. Yes, good job.
Good enough for the girls I go with.